Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, brothers and sisters. Welcome back once again to the Abundant Way Ministries Tuesday evening empowerment series. And I am excited because we are in my space.
In your space.
In my space.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Go
my
forward.
space? Some of y'all might be too young to remember my space.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We are in my space.
Yeah.
All right. So, what did we talk about last week?
So we kicked off our series, Faith and Work in the Marketplace, and we talked about faith at work.
Faith at work.
At work.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, we were talking about how you react at work. Hey, Mahogany. To different situations, how you
niece.
How you demonstrate your character.
Mm-hmm.
How you should not be ashamed to show
mm-hmm.
or let people know who you are and whose you are.
Mm-hmm.
Not ashamed to say, what your faith, what you believe in.
Mm-hmm.
That type, all of that,
right,
in the workplace.
So I think one thing that really stood out for me is character, right? Because when we're talking about our faith in the workplace, the reality is that in most of our workplaces, especially in a corporate setting, a business setting, you can't you can't treat it like you're at church, right? So I think to be able to express your faith at work is important, but how you do it makes all the difference in the world. And your character has a lot to do with how you express your faith without ever opening your mouth and saying a word, right?
Yeah.
So your character should exemplify what your faith is, what your principles and your values and your belief system is, right? It's how you carry yourself, how you speak or don't speak, right? How you
key part that part right there.
We were at an awesome church service this past Sunday, and the preacher was talking about knowing where to stand down, right? And you got to know how to do that and when to do that and where to do that in the workplace, right? That's part of your character.
Right.
So if someone pisses you off, right, your Christian character should override what you really want to say when you really want to say it, right?
Yeah.
And so people ought to know, they ought to be able to tell or have a sense of where your faith is by the way you carry yourself.
I had an old coworker that I worked with, which I had reached out to her, and we were talking back and forth because she was, overwhelmed. She was just, expressing her feelings and whatnot. And she's like, she told me, she said, I don't understand how you did it. She said, I don't understand how you went through everything that you went through with a smile on your face. And I told her, I said, it wasn't nobody but me and God. I said, because the things I could have said and done, I didn't.
Well, what did you go through?
Well, at that time, under the leadership that we were under, it was a lot of, my gosh, how do I put it? Like finger pointing. blaming, but no assistance, no direction, no training for the people, right? So basically, you're pretty much flying by the seat of our pants, right? And they had a way of what they thought was embarrassing others. You know, we didn't have offices. We set out in our cubicles, so you know, the bullpen, and they would just be very loud and verbal, and can be nasty, you know. But I just, you know, at one point they tried to get loud with me.
They tried to get loud with you.
And I said, instead of, you know, saying what I wanted to say, or responding the way I want to respond, I just feel like they say, "Can you tell me?" So I repeated my question.
Right.
I said, "Can you tell me what this meeting is about?"
Right.
And when I did that, they brought it back. So it's a way of correcting or letting them know, hey, you know, you're not talk to me any kind of way you want to talk to me. And if you want to talk out here like this, then let's talk like we have success.
Right.
We respect each other. And it, you know, I can go on and on, but it's just that I got to that point, like it really was not worth it.
Right.
It was not worth my time. It was not worth my energy. It wasn't worth my peace.
Right.
And I'm very protective of my peace.
Protective of your peace. You have to be protective of your peace.
Yep.
All right. So what are we talking about today?
So today, and leading into today's discussion, we said last week we were talking about doing things in excellence, right? You're not working just to please the boss, or just to please others. You're actually working unto God, to be pleasing unto Him, because He is the provider of the job that you have. He gave it to you. He made it possible for you to have that position. So you're to do things in excellence. And so it just so happened this week we're talking about faith in action, which is excellence is an act of faith.
Okay.
Yeah. It's excellence is not a talent. It's a decision you repeat daily.
Right.
And I think that needs to sink in. It's a decision.
Right. Excellence is a decision.
Right. It's not a talent. It's not something you work at.
Right.
You know, if you actually have to think about, how am I going to be today?
Right. So excellence is intentional.
It's intentional.
Right. So I think we need to pause and emphasize that idea, because I get the feeling that many people believe that when we're talking about faith, right, as long as we believe, you know, the Bible says, whatsoever you believe when you pray, you shall have it. I think a lot of people think that when you're dealing with faith, as long as you believe, things just happen. Right? And so it's like they feel like if I do something, then that's a sign of the lack of faith. So let me just say my prayer, throw it to the wind, and that proves I got faith.
Yeah, but the Bible also says, the word also says what? Faith without works
is dead. Okay, so the Bible says faith without works is dead, meaning just praying and throwing it to the wind and walking away and not doing anything. That's dead. That's dead faith. Right? But a true sign of your faith is what you do after you pray.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
After you have submitted what you're believing God for,
mm-hmm.
right? Do your actions show that you have faith?
Right.
One of the actions that shows that we have faith is preparing for excellence, right? You are going to prepare to do whatever you're getting ready to do to the best of your ability. Mm-hmm. You are going to prepare to put out the best product, the best service, the best of whatever it is you're about to put your hands to. Mm-hmm. You are making preparations to make this thing excellent.
Right.
Because you are making plans and preparations to be excellent, that's a sign of your faith. Mm-hmm. Because you've got to put discipline, you've got to put thought mm-hmm. into it. You're going to have to write some things down. Mm-hmm. You're going to have to work some things out. Watch this. So while people are watching you work for something that they can't see yet, mm-hmm. right? It hasn't manifested yet, but here you are working. It's just like Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
God told him it was going to rain. Yeah. He believed God that it was going to rain. God told him what to do to prepare for the rain. And he started building an ark that was bigger than anything anybody had ever seen during that time. Mm-hmm. Right? Now people looking at him like he's crazy mm-hmm. because he's working. Yeah. He's building for something that hasn't manifested yet. Mm-hmm. The same is true with you and your faith in terms of how you start preparing for what it is that you want. Mm-hmm. All right. So faith does not mean throw it to the wind, throw the dice, say a prayer, a Hail Mary. You know, that's how we do it in football. Mm-hmm. It's the last play of the game. I ain't got nothing else to do but to throw the ball up. That's a Hail Mary. All right. That's a wish. You know, just throw it out there. Who knows? Who cares what happens? That's it. That's not faith. That's a wish.
That's a wish.
I wish my guy would catch this ball.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. But faith, true faith, begins to show up early mm-hmm. in the manifestation process. Mm-hmm. And think of the manifestation as a process. We always want to see the end of the manifestation and never pay attention to the beginning of the manifestation process, which means that mm-hmm. you're preparing for excellence. Mm-hmm.
Gosh, did you just teach the whole thing in 10 minutes?
Oh, I'm sorry. You got more?
Yeah, so you're right on point, because our point even says that faith is not just belief. It is revealed in how you prepare, how you perform, and how you persist mm-hmm. when it's inconvenient.
Right.
What do you do during that time?
Right.
How do you handle it during that time?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So what do you do? Our first point says excellence is a discipline, not a mood.
Right.
You don't rise to excellence, you train for it. Mm-hmm. In Colossians 3:23, it says, work at it with all your heart. Mm-hmm. So it's not, you don't get up. Excellence doesn't say, or high performers doesn't say, how do I feel today? Mm-hmm. Or how am I going to do this today? I don't feel like going in this because so-and-so, I know so-and-so is going to be at work today, so I don't feel like being bothered with them. Uh-huh. Instead, they said, what is required of me today?
Right.
Right. What is it that I need to do today? What is it that it shows up when I used to do this. I get to the end of my day mm-hmm. at work, right? And I look and I said, oh, okay, let me see what's coming up tomorrow mm-hmm. before I leave for the day.
Right.
So you're preparing for tomorrow.
Right.
You're already getting yourself ready to see what is required of me tomorrow.
Right.
What do I have to do? Or I know this task has to be done tomorrow. What do I need to do to prepare for it? Is there anything I can do today to get ready for tomorrow?
Right.
That's excellence. Not only that, and then while you're working on that task, you're paying attention to the details of that. Am I following everything that I need to do? Is this right? Do I need to ask someone? Do I need help?
Right.
To make sure this is done correctly and on time. What am I missing here? So all of that is while you're working on the task. And then after the task, you follow up. Hey, you need anything else?
Right.
Was I missing anything? Was this correct? Or did I make a mistake? What do I need to fix? How do I that's all a part of working in excellence. You don't have do a job.
Right.
You don't do it just enough to get by.
Right.
You want to do it at a high level because again, you're not pleasing other people. You're working to please God.
Right. Right. And that's in all things that we do. Right. Right. So we mentioned that last week. I forgot the Bible verse. But basically it says, whatever you do, whatever work you do, do it as unto the Lord. Not as unto man, but as unto the Lord. Right? And again, that is the definition of excellence, right? So we want to do things in the spirit of excellence. Everything that you do ought to be done in the spirit of excellence. And that also exemplifies your Christian character.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because how would we look calling ourselves a child of God, children of God, and we halfway do stuff? We're lazy, right? We're dragging. We don't put effort into anything. And you mean to tell me you represent the God of the creator of all things? You represent the God who owns the cattle of 1,000 hills. Wait a minute. Let me put it this way. You represent the God who put the sun, the moon, and the stars in place. And everything that you see on this earth, when you walk outside in the springtime and you see flowers growing and blooming and everything just looking so beautiful, and you go to the ocean, you go and see the mountains, and you see how marvelous a creation God has made, and here you are, don't even want to iron your clothes, don't want to get out the bed in the morning. When you go to work, you halfway do it. You wait on people to tell you what to do all the time. You never go above and beyond the call of duty. And you're saying you represent God, that same God? Impossible. Yeah. He put so much into creating you. And this is how you're going to reflect him. He said, let us make man or woman, humanity, in our image. Are you saying that the way you operate and the way you carry yourself is in the image of God if you're not doing everything in the spirit of excellence? Impossible. That's not how God wants you to represent him. We're here to give God the glory. So our lives should give God glory. Like he should be able to look down and say, I'm proud of him, or I'm proud of her. He should be able to look down and say, that's my daughter. That's my son. Yeah. He should not be embarrassed because you don't want to walk in excellence.
Yep. The light dims. And we are told that our light shall shine.
Right.
Always.
Right.
So why would you want your light to be dim? And a dim light does not reflect.
Right.
At all.
Right.
Right? So again, excellence is required of us. And we have to do it. And we have to do it consistently. And we have to do it daily.
Right.
And if you have to pray on that thing beforehand, Lord, how am I going to be excellent in this atmosphere?
Right.
That's what you have to do.
Right.
You're preparing your mind for what you're about to walk into so that you don't fly off the handle.
Excellence requires preparation.
Yep.
Basically.
Yep.
Right.
That's it.
So it's not something that, what's that song? I woke up like this. No. Even Beyonce didn't wake up like that. That girl worked hard. Trust me. And I'm not even a fan, but I can tell by the way her career has gone that she put in the work.
Yeah.
To get to where she is, to be able to pack out stadiums and venues and to be able to perform for however many hours that she performs at that intensity with all of her dancers and all of her singing, that takes work. And they practice over and over and over again, not until it's good, not until it's okay, but until it's excellent. Because people are getting ready to pay hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to come out and see you what look like you just got out the bed because the song say I woke up like this. No, I woke up striving. I woke up pushing. I woke up pursuing. That's what she means. I woke up like this. I woke up ready to go when my feet hit the floor. Not I woke up with the rollers in my head and a bonnet. I woke up going to get it. Pause. Public service announcement. Y'all see my sticker? I hope y'all went and voted. It's almost 8 o'clock.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so. That's all we saying.
Yeah. Y'all don't want to see this nation, this country continue to go in the direction that it has been going for the last couple of years. Hopefully you got yourself out there and vote. Thank you, Dr. Dana Miller. Dr. Dana Miller said, yes, sir.
Yeah, because right now, God ain't getting the glory out of none of this.
Right.
Nobody's working in excellence. And that's all I'm saying.
All right. Where we at?
Okay. So now we're working in excellence, right? But we also have to work with integrity. But this integrity is what you do when there's no immediate reward. And I remember when I was working how I had this client and I was working really by myself. Had maybe help here and there, but I was doing everything by myself. 40-something buildings, over 2 million square feet by myself during COVID at home. And I never complained. I kept my head down and I kept working. Even when people that was doing less than me, I was told I couldn't get promoted to GM at the time because I didn't manage people. I didn't have a team. But somebody else got promoted and was under the same thing. They didn't have a team. They didn't manage people. I didn't say anything. I just kept working. Because I made it known to God what I was striving for. And just because I got looked over, looked under, looked around, other people would have just flew off the handle, or they would have quit.
Right.
So what do you do when you don't get the immediate reward? How do you keep that integrity up?
You have to keep 2 things. I'm gonna say to that.
Oh, mahogany.
Gas too high to get those. Go to the poll. Well, I hope you voted some way.
early.
Right. Hope you rode past a polling station on the way to Chick-fil-A.
Oh my goodness.
So two things. One, sometimes you have to listen to what God is saying when He doesn't allow you to get the promotion. He may not be saying no, He may be saying not yet, right? And when He says not yet, that means continue to work, continue to improve yourself, right? So that you are prepared to handle the position when you get it, right? So a lot of times we go out for the position, and if we don't get it, we're saddened, we're disappointed, we're discouraged because we really wanted that promotion, but we got passed by or looked over. And that's an opportunity when we talk about integrity, and I'm talking in spiritual integrity at this point, to look within and say, well, I'm going to keep working on myself, right? So that I meet I rise to the task, right? The other thing is you ain't going to cheat your way to the top. Right? So even if you get passed over and you think you're doing everything right, don't start looking for ways to beat the system to get to where you want, right? Now, I'm going to switch gears a little bit because we're talking about W-2 employment, working for an employer, but we also are entrepreneurs and we work with other entrepreneurs in the course of doing business. So in the real estate business, we work with contractors, we work with home inspectors, we work with attorneys, we work with accountants, we work with lenders, you name it. And everybody at every step of the way has an opportunity to be less than integrous.
Integrous.
Right. Put a word out there. I'm going to give you all a word every week, right? So at every opportunity, your contractor, he know he was supposed to put this part in, but he's going to try to cut corners and to save you money. But maybe it was to save him time or the headache, right? That's not integrity, because what that means is you're putting your client in a bad position in the future. Right? What happens is when that client finds out, that client is less likely to hire you the second time. That client is less likely to refer you to other people. So you want to be integrous. You want to have integrity in your dealings. Attorneys. I've seen attorneys who lacked integrity, and it come back on you. You feel what I'm saying? You get blackballed, and so now certain lenders won't do business if your name is in that deal, right? They won't do business or do that deal as long as your name is in that deal because you've been blackballed, you've been blacklisted, right? I've seen home inspectors who lack integrity. Hurry up just to get the job done, or writing up stuff that you really don't need to write up just to scare the client so that you can make more money on this, or not writing up something because now you're trying to get favor with the real estate agent so that the agent will bring you more business. They don't want to kill your deal, so they're not going to tell you that there's a pipe that's leaking under the house. And then you sell that house and your client finds out 5 months later. Now your client looking at you like you're crazy, and you're looking at the home inspector like he or she is crazy, right? Because they operated without integrity. And we as children of God, we don't do that, right? If it means I'm going to lose this deal, tell the truth and lose the deal, or lie and make a couple of dollars.
Right.
I'm gonna tell the truth and lose the deal. But guess what? I've done that before and ended up with twice as many clients, because now that client I appreciate what you did for me. because if you hadn't have said something, I would have bought that house, and here's what we would have been up against. Because you did that, not only am I going to buy the house that we do ultimately find, I'm going to refer you to my girlfriend. I'm going to refer you to my coworker. You feel what I'm saying? And now here's the thing. Nobody had to know.
Right.
Integrity means what you do when nobody else is looking. Right? Could I have easily turned a blind eye and said, yep, I didn't see that pipe either. I didn't see the pipe. I didn't see the pipe.
Your blinders on.
Right. But in your heart, you know that there's something wrong, and you can't get past this moment and with good conscience.
Because it's gonna convict you.
Right.
If you got a good conscience and God is in that thing, it's gonna convict you, and you be like, no, I can't do this.
Right.
I just don't feel right. And that's what integrity is really, it's choosing right when wrong benefit you faster.
Oh my goodness. Talk about it. It's choosing right when wrong benefits you faster. You know, we can cut the corners, we can save some money, we can get this deal done now, or we can pause and address this situation, which I know is going to drag out for another 2 weeks. In the middle of a deal now, commercial deal, and you see me pausing, putting that pause button every step of the way, because y'all not about to just put out some garbage, putting out documents with the client's name spelled wrong. Are you serious? And y'all are high-powered attorneys. Okay. But,
they thought they had one.
But little Robert Davis, who don't have a law degree, reads the paperwork.
Right.
Right. And if that means it's going to slow my commission check down, we can put the pause button on that, because at the end of the day, my job is to look out for that client.
Right. Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
And so that's operating in integrity and not going for the quick payout.
Yep. That's it. And Proverbs 11:3 talks about the integrity of the upright guides them. So if you is a person who knows right from wrong, and prefers to do right instead of wrong, no matter what is on the line. Right. You know, it could be a commission check, it could be a promotion, it could be whatever it is. If you know that whatever it is not right, or if it I mean, sometimes like something told me, or I just didn't feel right, something in my shondo. Right. If it's affecting your shondo, that means it's down deep in there.
Where is your shondo?
Shondo, down deep. It's in there. If it's affecting that, then you know, I'm walking away from this.
How about your shondo? No.
That too. That too. So it says integrity is tested in moments like cutting corners to save time, staying silent when truth is needed, taking credit versus giving it.
That's a good one.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I did all that. Not my team.
Right.
I didn't have help with anybody. No, me. Yep, I did all that.
Me, myself, and
I.
Or when somebody gives you credit and you stay silent and not give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
So yeah, you had a part. You had your part in it, but other people did as well. And if somebody gives you credit, you ought to be the first person to say, "Hey, I didn't do this by myself.
No,
did it by myself.
Not at all." Or managing time when no one is watching.
That's a big one.
That's for those that work from home.
Hey, I remember before the whole remote job thing even existed, I remember seeing on the news where people were getting busted. You know how they had the eye camera, whatever, going around. People who was out on disability. The camera caught them out there cutting the grass. trimming their bushes. Like, you supposed to be on disability, and they work for the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
they out.
Yep. Yep.
They out playing with the kids, and they out on disability.
They on disability. Oh yeah.
What you do with your time?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Gone fishing.
On
workers' comp.
But I'm on workers' comp. Well, what else you supposed to do? Sit in the house? You gotta do something to keep from going crazy, right? No.
Well, what's broke? What's hurting?
Something.
Well, okay. Okay.
Something hurting. I don't know. So it says shortcuts create short-term gain, long-term damage.
Short-term gain, long-term damage. That's true. You know what? As much as is within me, I'm more afraid of the long-term effect of me cutting corners to go after the quick pay.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I like to be able to sleep at night.
Oh yeah.
And so I don't want to be making moves, especially when I got other people involved, that's going to hurt another person if this were to ever be revealed,
right?
So that I can get paid.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And maybe that's part of the character of God in me that says, you know what? The paycheck ain't worth it.
Yep.
It ain't worth it.
Yep.
It's just one commission check. You know, if I have to sacrifice this one, there'll be more.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. But what you ain't gonna do is have me up at night worried.
Right. Can't sleep. Stomach all in knots. Yeah. But when you have integrity builds trust. It builds your reputation. Sustainable opportunity. You just said it.
Yeah.
You just said it.
I mean, I didn't even know.
I know you did. Yeah. What you do in private eventually shows up in public. What's done in the dark will come to light. I'm telling you, I've heard that. I used to hear that over and over and over and over until I thought it happened multiple times. And I'm like, that saying is really true.
Yes, it is.
What you do in the dark will come to the light. Be careful, be careful, be careful.
Right. And all of this falls under faith in action, right? So all of these things that we're talking about it exemplifies your faith, right? From doing things in the spirit of excellence, right?
Yeah.
Intentionally, being intentional about putting out an excellent product or an excellent service or an excellent work, to carrying yourself with the utmost integrity.
Yeah.
All of this are acts of faith, right? Why do I say integrity is an act of faith? Because let's keep it real. You need that commission check.
Exactly.
You got bills. You got mouths to feed. You got a roof that you got to pay for. You feel what I'm saying? And here you are at a crossroads where it's like the bill is due right now and the check is sitting right there. But you see a problem here. You can either be silent and get your check, or you can pause everything and address it. Pausing is an act of faith. Addressing it is an act of faith. Addressing it because of your integrity is an act of faith, because you're trusting God that even though you stop the whole transaction right here, God is still going to take care of you. It's an act of faith.
Yep. Because he's going to see that and he's going to reward that act of faith. Like your commission check right there, okay, it's $3,000, but I'm about to give you a commission check that's 30.
Right.
All because you did the right thing.
Right. He that is faithful over a few things shall be ruler over many. Yep. So, you were faithful on the little small $3,000 checks. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I saw you. I saw you operate in integrity and almost missed the $3,000 check because you knew something didn't feel right in your shondo, mm-hmm. in your shana nana. Mm-hmm. And because you did that, now I'm getting ready to give you a $30,000 commission check deal. Mm-hmm. You smiling because you know something.
Yeah, I know something. I know something. So that integrity then falls into consistency. Uh-huh. Consistency is what turns effort into influence.
Talk about it.
So when you're consistent with being integrous, mm-hmm. as you say, when you're consistent, I really
do hope that's a word. I think I might have made it up. Somebody look it up for me.
Or type it in. It's gonna stick with us. That's an abundant way. That's all right. It's all right. But when you're consistent with it, then that turns effort into influence because people are seeing how you work. Mm-hmm. People are seeing that you work with integrity.
Right.
Now we're not gonna try to pull nothing over here because they're not gonna go for it.
Right.
Right. So you're not judged by what you do once, you're known by what you do repeatedly.
Right.
Did y'all get that? You're not judged by what you do once, you're known by what you do repeatedly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So they know Davis Asset Realty. They don't take the shade. They ain't shady. You're not going to cut no corners over here. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You're not just going to put something in writing and nobody's going to read it and just sign it.
And you know what? You know what?
What?
I think you heard my conversation with a client yesterday. I said, we're going to try to negotiate for the seller to pay for a home warranty for you. Mm-hmm. And if he doesn't, I'm going to pay for the home warranty for you. Mm-hmm. I did that for her friend. Mm-hmm. It's becoming consistent to the point where people are going to keep referring me because at the end of the day,
he's going to give you a home.
Yeah, at the end of the day, when you do a deal with Davis, you're going to come out on top, mm-hmm. one way or the other.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So with consistency, mm-hmm. that may have to be my calling card. I'm going to put my foot in my mouth now because now, if I like, you got me on that home warranty?
Hey, you gave my friend a home warranty. You are you still doing that?
I got you. We're going to get you one way or the other.
Right.
If they don't do it, I got you.
Right. I like this is one of my favorite scriptures, Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary in doing good.
Weary and well doing. I like that from the King James Version.
You read it from the King James Version.
I had it up too. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Oh my God.
For all y'all King James haters. There's some things that you just can't say any other way. It just sounds better. It's more poetic. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What does it say?
Say it again. And let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
Right. What does that mean? Inconsistent people, they start strong, mm-hmm. fade quickly, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. struggle to mm-hmm. build trust. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So they go out the gate, boom, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. right? I'm about to do this thing. I'm on track and whatnot. And all of a sudden, something comes up. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't want it. Right. It ain't going the way I wanted to go. It's not going the way I thought it should go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. I got to go the long route on this one. You know, it's taking me more effort to get this one done, to get this done. And then they stop.
Oh, how many people stopped when you were right at the doorstep of your blessing? Because you lack consistency, you just missed your whole blessing because you stopped or you turned again. I can't tell you how many times people I know, friends I know, changed their major in college. I can't tell you how many times people I know, friends I know, that switch jobs, you know, not because you're navigating your career. That's one thing. When you're navigating your career, you may go from one job to the next to get more experience in a different sector or different area, a different industry, and you're going for something. You see what I'm saying? But if you just keep switching, just because there's no consistency and you give yourself no time to grow, right? You don't build your reputation. You talked about that in that industry. It takes time. So some of you know, outside of real estate, I'm also in IT. I've been in IT for over 30 years now. And in my heyday, I had built a reputation. They called me the easy button. I was AI before AI existed. I was writing programs that would do a whole department's job. So when I came to a company, some people would see me coming and they would celebrate. They were like, "Oh, Robert's here." Other people would hate it because they know by the time I finish doing what I got to do, somebody might be out of a job. I was doing this 20 years ago. You feel what I'm saying? But how did I get that reputation? Because I was consistent, right? I got good at it because I was consistent. I could have easily gotten frustrated and said, "You know what, this is hard." Or you got to read. You got to learn how to do this. Right? You've seen me early in our relationship. You've seen me in this office 2-3 o'clock in the morning working on something, working on a program or a certain type of report, building this thing. You've seen it even before we met.
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen it, right? This is the thing that people don't see. It took consistency to get to that level where I had a reputation that if I walked into a building, some people already knew who I was. I didn't know them, but they heard about me.
Yep. That's it.
They knew this dude is about to come in this place and something gonna change. They didn't hire him to come there and just sit at the cubicle and punch the clock when, sit there from 8 to 4:30 and go home. I remember being at a GE office with about 3 or 4 other guys. We were building this finance application 11 o'clock at night, 11, 12 o'clock midnight. At work, building this application, right? That's where you get the reputation from.
Yeah, that's it. So, I mean, consistent people, it says show up daily. They deliver reliably and build credibility over time.
Right.
So the more you do it, your work speaks for itself.
Yeah. May the works I've done speak for me.
Right. So you don't have to go out bragging about yourself, bragging about what you did, bragging on how you did this report. No, because trust me, you're being watched.
No. Do me a favor. If it's not too much, grab those 2 blue books.
Not these books.
Yeah, I want to show you something. Because we're talking about faith in action, right? where the action actually starts. I think I might have did this before. All right.
Here. Oh.
Yeah. All right. So look at this book right
We
here.
didn't know we had visuals.
Look how thick this book is. This is just one of the many books. Look at these two that I read. And I ain't even got. There's more books over there.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna have you get them all.
I'm not.
That I have taken the time to pick up. This one I think I got out of Outlet Mall. You know, traveling supposed to be on a vacation or something, and consistent with what I do for a living, I gotta learn the skill, learn the craft, which means that I gotta consistently put myself in education mode, not only to learn how to do a thing, but to stay ahead of it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And you can't just do it one time. You have to be consistent in it, right? So, yeah, that look like phone book. This is bigger than the phone book. It's bigger than the phone book. Look, and this one right here, I can tell you, I think I got this one probably maybe 20 years ago. Those two that Melody Boo just showed, got them probably earlier this year, which means I'm still doing it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm still buying the books. How many of us don't even read about the thing that we say we do?
Yeah.
Preachers who don't even read the Bible. Just preach from YouTube. You know, you in IT, but you have no programming book. You feel what I'm saying? I would hate to think that I have a doctor who didn't read the medical book.
Right.
Or the updated version of the medical book. Because things change.
Right.
And I don't want them giving me today's treatment with yesterday's information. You feel what I'm saying? And so if you're consistent, these are acts of faith. I'm reading these books and I don't even have the project yet. I don't have the job yet. I don't have the contract yet. I'm reading these books in anticipation on getting the contract, getting the job.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying? You mean to tell me you're going to spend your money? First of all, them books ain't cheap. You're going to spend your money to get the book, and you're going to spend your time to read the book, and nobody has put a check in front of you at all?
Right.
That's an act of faith. Talk about it.
Yep.
Look, baby, mahogany.
Yeah. I did.
You already put that. Make sure you got a bookmark.
Yeah.
That's
trust me. And he can go to a page in those books.
Yeah. And that's for real. That's for real.
Yeah. I look at those books and like, okay.
And if I ain't on the book, I'm in ChatGPT.
All the time.
Consistent. Right? So the stuff that we're doing is not something that just happened overnight. This is stuff that we've been working on for a long time. And we're still learning, still taking classes. You're still taking your classes, ain't you?
Yep.
See?
Yep.
Consistency.
Yep.
All right.
Because you gotta, I like this. It says, so the practical breakdown, it says,
she sure did. She sure did. Mahogany said something to me. You need a bookmark. She sure did. Mahogany, how you remember that?
Because you're only 25. Jesus Christ.
I forgot what we were talking about, and she said, you need a bookmark. That's hilarious.
That's funny. Okay, so the practical breakdown, everything that we just talked about being consistent, it requires structure, systems, and routine.
Say that again.
Systems and routine.
No.
Structure. Yeah.
Right.
Discipline.
Yeah, that's right.
Showing up anyway. Patience. Results take time. some of us ain't got none of this. None of it.
Okay, so say what? Say you don't have, where are you at?
I am right here.
Where you at? Oh,
Here.
there you are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So say you don't have structure.
Yeah.
Those systems and those routines.
Mm-hmm.
Say you lack the discipline. Showing up anyway. Here's first of all what you got to do, and say you don't have patience. Here's what you have to do. First of all, is admit. I'm sorry, I'm shaking the house. Yeah. First thing you got to do is admit where you're falling short.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So where you start. Here's where your faith is going to start. God, I lack structure. That's it. That's a faith move right there, just to be able to say, I'm unorganized. Watch this right now. That's saying, I'm getting ready to change. That's a faith declaration. God, I'm unorganized right now. God, I lack the discipline to the point where when things get tough, I stay home. When things ain't going my way, I stay in the bed. Yeah. I don't show up. God, I need help with that. So that when things are tough, when things ain't going my way, I show up anyway. It's just another day. You're going to get through it, but you got to show up. Yeah. And usually, in my experience, it's during those times when God shows out. I really didn't want to show up today. That's happened to me at church several times. I just really didn't want to go to church that day. And that's the day that God showed out. I mean, he started healing folks and doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah. And I just thought to myself, what if I didn't come? I wouldn't have been a witness to none of that. Yeah. I wouldn't have seen it. People have been trying to tell me about it. Yeah. And then you got to be willing to say, God, I lack the patience. I feel like I need things right now. And really, the saying, good things come to those who wait. Oh, that saying couldn't be further from the truth. Yep. Why? Just think about what I just showed you, the books and the time that it takes to learn that skill, that craft, right? Years, not days, definitely not minutes. Right. Years and still learning, right? It takes patience, but because of that patience, the pay scale is higher at that level than me. Okay, so now I don't go and fill out job applications, submit resumes. When you get to that level, you don't fill out job applications, you submit resumes. Resumes come with a higher paycheck. Job applications come with a lower paycheck. Resumes tend to create careers. Job applications create jobs that last a little while. And now you may have to fill out the application once you submit your resume. But you get my point, right? You got to have patience. It takes patience to get to the point where you're submitting resumes instead of just filling out the application.
Absolutely. So the whole thing is consistency is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. That's it.
Right.
I'm right here right now. I'm at this weight right now, but I want to be like I looked 10 years ago.
Say that again.
Yeah.
You want to do what?
I want to be the weight, or I want to look the way I looked 10 years ago.
Oh, you're talking about weight now. You're talking about body weight.
What weight you talking about?
I thought you was talking about something else.
No.
When you said I want to be where I was 10 years ago, I heard something totally different. That's a lack of progress.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not reverting back.
Yeah, you want to be your high school weight.
Yeah, I said 10 years ago. I have not been in high school 10 years ago. Anyway, so what would change if you stayed consistent for the next 30 to 60 days? What would change? what would change?
Yeah, that's an easy one. You can change your weight in 30 to 60 days.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about the workplace,
Yeah.
we're talking about, that's what this whole thing is about.
Faith in action.
The whole series is about faith in the marketplace, in the workplace.
Yep.
But those things, 30, 60, 90 days, nothing.
Oh.
What?
No.
What could you change?
If you're not consistent at whatever it is you need to do, if you're not consistent at that thing at work.
Right, but I'm saying you got to be consistent at it for more than 36
But
days.
But just in those, what does it say? It say you, for a habit,
right?
You have to do it for 30 days, right? To develop a habit. So if you're consistent in the next 30 to 60 days, what could change?
Yeah, you can develop the good habit, right? Which then begins to manifest itself as your Christian character.
Exactly.
I got you now.
Okay.
And now that brings us back to where we started. It's about that character, right? So faith in action shows up in your character, right?
Yep.
Your character is going to create your reputation and your influence. And these are the things that bring about the manifestation of the good things that God has in store for you, right? And it takes faith to do it when there's nothing on the table,
right?
When there is no paycheck, when there is no promise, right? Nobody's promising you anything,
right? That's it,
right?
That's it.
I can't guarantee you anything, but can you walk in excellence, right? Can you walk in integrity? And can you walk in consistency until you reach the destination that you're?
That's it. Yep.
You're headed to.
That's it. Where you want to be.
Where you want to be.
Where you trying to go.
Where you trying to go.
What you trying to do. What you trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
So, in closing, because we are 3 minutes over.
Ooh, we got you on this one.
Yeah. So, in closing, it says, I don't perform based on how I feel. I perform based on who I am.
I like
That's deep.
That's deep.
Excellence is my discipline. Integrity is my standard.
I love it.
Consistency is my commitment.
Come on with it.
My faith is reflected in how I work every day.
That's it.
Boom, bam.
Boom, bam. Bing, bang,
Bing,
boom.
ding,
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are 3 minutes over time. Thank you for staying with us, and thank you for sharing. I see a few people on the call, but I really want to see more of you guys chiming in. We see Mahogany P. Jones, and we see Dr. Damon Miller.
Listen. You all, this right here, this right here. These empowerment sessions right here. I'm not from Chicago. These will help your co-workers, your friends, whoever. Pass it, share it. Tell them, listen, go back and watch it. Come back next week. Next Tuesday. We'll be on.
Right.
It's the day after Memorial Day. We'll be here.
Right. We'll be here. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you guys got something out of it. And until we meet again next Tuesday, same time, same station, we love you and good night.
Good night.